What's going on YouTube? Today we are working on what is to be the final piece of the 3D printed camera mount rig for my 3D printer. Look at that backlighting. So you're likely to remember this last piece that we made the other day, and then there's my original piece. So the goal of the day was to build the platform that goes on top of here. Now I had a little bit of trouble with this. I didn't want to film it because I thought I'd be doing a lot of backtracking. So I've gone ahead and already modeled the part. And technically, the printer is already heating up. You can see 53 degrees, 54 degrees. The printer is already heating up to print this part. Now, this will be the first time I ever print something on an angle. And I tried to think about it, what would be the best way to do it, so we're going to give it a shot and hopefully it works, but let me show you the 3D model and how I plan for them to fit together. So here's the part that I dreamed up. As you can see, there's no lips on this piece yet. Technically the camera could sit against the plexiglass and that would work, but the idea is that the middle piece will then slot up into here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So here's the idea. The top piece is on a 20-degree angle, and then it'll slide over with its receiver onto the pole that sticks up from the middle section. Well, yeah, you can see it on the screen, right? It'll work just like that. Hopefully, theoretically. I allowed myself, I think only like a 30-second tolerance, so it should be a nice test for my printer. I guess we'll find out. Here's another view of the side. You can see that it'll sit in on that base right there. Yeah, well, hopefully it turns out all right. Did you know you can do animations like this in SolidWorks? They can be pretty complicated. Not something as simple as this, but with many pieces it can be. So some quick real life information going on right now. See this? This is garbage. Yeah, I've had this is my second misprint so far, and I think it was because my glue surface wasn't covering the whole bed. So a piece was coming unstuck as it moved around, and then it ripped it up and followed it, and luckily I caught it now instead of walking away and thinking that everything will just be fine. It usually never is. Anyway, we were on our third attempt waiting for the bed to heat up again. So I will keep you posted. So after about 5 misprints, we're finally getting one that's sticking really good. Hi, Rory. We're filming for an episode.
But you had to see, I can't see Rory.
No, that's because you're not on that side of the camera. So anyway, after 5 misprints, I finally decided to take the nozzle up so I could clean it. Yes, hi, Rory. Decided to take the nozzle up so I could clean it, and I also re-leveled the bed in all the corners to hopefully get it to stick much nicer, and it seems to be working out pretty well. So this print's definitely going to take a long time, and it's by far the largest print I've ever tried to do. So it's currently 15 minutes in and at 1% done. So I'll check back in a little bit. So we've been at this for an hour and a half now, and what do we have to show for it? Looks nice. At least it's all adhering to the bed, so that's a big positive. Filling in this much work takes a long time. So right now we're only 13% into this whole project at an hour and a half. So this thing's going to be chugging away for a while. And the most critical part is when it goes to make the angled receiver that will fit on the new stand. So I'll keep you posted. Update time. Currently 2 hours and 37 minutes into the build, and we're only 25% done. This thing said, Kira told me that it was supposed to take a little over 4 hours. But, I mean, it takes what it takes, I suppose. It is looking pretty good though, so I shouldn't really complain. But yeah, looking good. So we're at the point now where it's trying to make the angled receiver, which is definitely going to be the hardest part in this build, but we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, look at that! Okay, so it's done. I was complaining before about the amount of time that it was saying that it was complete, but it actually took 4 hours and 28 minutes to complete. So it must read the SD card a little bit differently than I had presumed it did. I don't know how long ago it stopped. It feels kind of warm. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna wait for that to cool down and then we'll pop it off the board. So something I can check right away is the receiver piece that it's gonna go into. I hope it fits. All right, it fits. Okay, good. Okay, let's wait for it to cool and then I'll take it off the board. Alrighty, so this part's been sitting for probably an hour. Hopefully, yep. Okay, just a little bit of prying. Ooh, it's stuck on pretty good. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Very good bed adhesion. That's nice. That's really nice. Okay, let's try to mock it up. Best we can anyway. So this would be the new view. This is the camera sitting on the mount. I will need to get some hardware to hold it together. I don't think my press fit is going to work like I originally imagined. Let me remove the camera and you can see that's how everything sits all together like. So yeah, it turned out pretty good. The top slides off. Get a nice picture of that. Got really decent adhesion for the angle piece, and it printed the stopper inside just like I wanted it. I mean, everything really came together. It's printed exactly like I wanted it to come out. And then we of course have the centerpiece and then the final piece. So yeah, job basically done. I don't know about well done. It's pretty good. Pretty good. It's hard to do this without really looking at it. You may be asking yourself, what are these extra holes for? So I thought that I would be putting in some guards. So one that would sit in here, one that would sit in here, and then one to run in the front, because in the front of the camera there's a little lip where the lens is, and I could catch that. But if I don't need it, I don't need it. So yeah, cool. So that's going to wrap up this episode of Do Something Every Day. Part 3 is now done. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. I may do some slight modifications to it to lower the height of it overall, but otherwise it does exactly what I needed it to do. We proved that we can print on an angle. We proved that we can print multiple parts today in a previous build, but overall I'm really happy with it. Thanks for watching. We will see you on the next episode.